Just letting you guys know you can check out my No Bleeps podcast wherever you stream podcasts or on my No Bleeps YouTube channel. Link in the description. Hey guys, it's Spilly and welcome back to Spillsesh. Today we are doing a weekly Teacap and we are talking about Astroworld and what a nightmare it was, Jaclyn Hill getting sick of the hate, and Manny Mua in some big trouble. Now before we get into anything, I want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by HelloFresh. I love getting to try out new recipes. I ordered the veggie box and this time I got the one pan smashed black bean tacos, the mushroom and herb shepherd's pie, and the roasted pepper cavatappi Milano, which is what I decided to go with this time. HelloFresh makes everything so easy with its pre-portioned ingredients, which means there's less prep for you and less wasted food. The packaging HelloFresh uses to ship your food is almost entirely made from recyclable and or already recycled material, and HelloFresh's carbon footprint is 25% lower than that of meals made from store-bought groceries. HelloFresh offers so many recipes to choose from each week to help you break out of your recipe rut or make life so much easier, and they make living healthier easier as well with many low-cal, carb-smart, vegetarian, and pescatarian options every single week. Plus, every recipe is packed with fresh produce sourced directly from farmers. They have more 5-star recipes than any other meal kit, so you know you're gonna get something delicious every single time, and I promise you guys, everything is always so good. And as fall transitions to winter, there is nothing better than cozying up with a comforting home-cooked meal. The holidays can be quite hectic, but HelloFresh helps keep things simple and stress-free with recipes and ingredients that cut out grocery store shopping and limit meal prep so you can spend more time this season with your friends and family. And HelloFresh isn't just for meals, they also have a marketplace that features a variety of add-ons for breakfast, desserts, and seasonal snacks like Pillsbury's pumpkin cookie dough. Now you guys, look at how good this meal turned out. You guys, it was so flavorful and absolutely delicious. It always tastes like it's from a restaurant, I swear. So you guys definitely need to try out HelloFresh for yourself. You can go to hellofresh.com and use my code spillsesh14 to get 14 free meals plus 3 free gifts. So once again, you guys can go to hellofresh.com and use my code spillsesh14 to get 14 free meals plus 3 free gifts. So thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into the tea. So first, you guys, let's talk about Astroworld. As I'm sure you guys have heard, Travis Scott's Astroworld turned into a total nightmare that resulted in 8 people losing their lives and leaving hundreds with injuries. Videos of Astroworld started surfacing last Friday as fans broke down the entrance to get into the festival. People were saying the festival should have been shut down at that very moment, but unfortunately for this festival, this isn't the first time people had knocked down the entrance to get in, and it seemed to be a very unsafe tradition, as it was also seen happening during the Astroworld Festival featured in Travis's 2019 Netflix documentary. People are absolutely furious at Travis for continuing to perform as people were losing their life at his concert. There are several clips of Travis being like, oh, can we get a medic over here, but then continues on with the show, and people just feel like that is so wrong that he should have just ended the show right at that moment, and that people passing out and getting like taken out of concert should not be a normal thing. And there's also footage from Kylie's Instagram story that featured an ambulance making its way through the crowd. People were extremely disturbed by all of this and the fact that Travis and his team, including Kylie, acted as if they had no clue what was going on at the time of the festival. Travis took to his Instagram story to make a statement.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on.
Kylie as well made a statement on her Instagram story that read, "Travis and I are broken and devastated. My thoughts and prayers are with all who lost their lives, were injured and affected in any way by yesterday's event, and also for Travis, who I know cares deeply for his fans and the Houston community. I want to make it clear we weren't aware of any fatalities until the news came out after the show, and in no world would have continued filming or performing. I am sending my deepest condolences to all the families during this difficult time, and we'll be praying for the healing healing of everyone who has been impacted. Kim Kardashian also made a statement saying, absolutely heartbroken for the lives who were lost and anyone who was hurt at Astroworld. Just like all of you, our family is in shock by the tragedy. We are keeping all of the victims, families, and loved ones impacted in our prayers for healing, as well as Travis, who we know cares so much about his fans and is truly devastated. Now, as for Kris Jenner, people were very frustrated because she was ignoring the event and solely focused on posting pictures and videos of her birthday flowers that she received over the weekend. So that was really annoying to a lot of people. Now, I have heard rumors that Travis was going to be covering costs for families of those who lost a loved one or who was injured. I really hope that is true because I feel like that's something that he really should do. But as of right now, that seems to be the latest on the situation. There is still an ongoing investigation as to what exactly the cause was that led to people losing their lives. I've heard a lot of people say that it was, traembling, cardiac arrest, the possibility of people being injected by something. It's all uncertain as of right now, and I just feel so bad for everybody that went to this concert. It's just a horrible situation. This should never happen ever again. Now, let's move on to the next story that happened this week, and that is Jaclyn Hill coming out with a video titled, I Don't Know If I Can Do This, and was venting about how she has been dealing with a lot of hate comments and it really getting to her recently, feeling like a failure, and that anytime she tries to launch something new, anytime there is a business opportunity, there are always people that are commenting or tweeting at her or just leaving nasty comments about how they don't trust Jaclyn. Jaclyn had those lipsticks, and they constantly are bringing that stuff up. And Jaclyn is like, I just don't understand how people cannot like me and still stick around. Like, that just sucks so bad. Why are you still here? If you don't like me after the lipsticks, then why didn't you leave? Saying that if she doesn't like someone, she literally just unfollows them, and that's that.
I don't care if I'm getting thousands and thousands and thousands of positive comments. The hate comments are getting to me so bad right now. Like, I am just so sick and tired of people telling me to ignore the hate. People bringing up my lipsticks, so, I'm not gonna buy it because of her lipsticks. I'm like, that's fine. If you lost your trust in me because of what happened with my lipsticks, okay, like, I get it. Why are you still around? If you lost all your trust in me, why are you still around making comments about me? Why are you still talking about me? I don't get it. When I don't like someone, I literally unfollow them and I never go back. I'm just in my feels right now. I'm really frustrated because working so hard on something to see these kinds of comments, it sucks.
And Jaclyn has had new products come out and says that she's been working really, really hard to make sure that she is improving herself every single time. And now she has a warehouse, she has customer service, and has all this control now over what she is selling. And she's like, worked really hard to have this, but people still are being negative, and it's just been horrible for her mental health. Honestly, ever since the lipsticks, anytime Jaclyn has put out a product, people have seemingly really loved them. I haven't heard anything negative about the products itself literally since the lipsticks, so I want to know if you guys have been buying anything from Jaclyn recently and how you guys feel about how these negative comments are getting to her right now. And let's move into why Manny Mua is in some massive trouble and has some major sass to those that are trying to come for him. So Manny Mua has a holiday collection for his brand Lunar Beauty, and he did a whole video showing off all the products, and one of them is an Outer Dimension palette. And ever since he announced and showed off this product, he has received some backlash regarding the shade range of this palette. And he also shared a video of this product on Twitter saying she really is the moment. And the description on the Lunar Beauty website for this palette is super creamy, highly blendable, neutral tone bronzing, brightening powders that deliver radiance, blurring with a long wear, soft, focused skin-like finish. Perfect for every skin tone. Vitamin C and E help improve skin's brightness and hydration so your skin can get more and more flawless. And people were quick to warn Manny about the backlash that he might receive regarding the shade range, but he was quick to come back with screen recordings of competitor products saying that his palette is better than a lot of people's right now. So somebody said, at Manny Mua, I'm proud of you being Mexican and being open and coming out with your brand. People might complain about the shade ranges, but they don't know they can mix colors to customize, create, and the hard work and coin you personally put in. Not sponsored. And Manny said, "Aw, thank you, baby. I'm trying my best. I really am. Compared to other contour palettes on the market, I think I did pretty good," and shared a screen recording from the Sephora app of other people's palettes and how his shade range is better than theirs. Somebody also said, the packaging and concept are beautiful, but the shade range is not good. And he replied once again with the same screen recording and said, I said it wouldn't fit everyone, but I did make sure it would cover a ton of different skin tones. The average contour palette has 6 shades and mine has 10. Pretty good compared to what's on the market. Even though on the website in the description it says perfect for every skin tone. But Manny doesn't seem to be letting the haters get him down and is seemingly pretty proud of himself despite people feeling like this wasn't a good range of shades. And people were more so focused on the fact that it's not about how many shades there are, because Manny's over here like, the average contour palette has 6 shades and mine has 10. And people were just like, doesn't matter like the amount that there are. It's just the fact that the shades that are there aren't giving what they should give to everyone. And some are saying that he should have come out with maybe 2 palettes instead of just 1 if he didn't want to do singular shades, because in Manny's video, he does go into more explanation as to why he chose a palette instead of doing single shades and how he tried to be inclusive.
I truly feel in like my heart of hearts that this is one of the most inclusive palettes I could have ever made for the face, like genuinely from the bottom of my heart. I know it won't fit everyone under the sun and the moon, but it will fit so many people, and you'll be able to mix and match and create your customized shade for literally anything. The fact that it's finally here, like I wanted to create a product that was as inclusive as I possibly could be. I know I'll get comments of like, why didn't you create individual products? Why didn't you create individual bronzers? Why didn't you create individual highlighting shades? And the reason I didn't create individuals is because realistically, as a small indie brand, there's this thing called MOQs, right? So MOQs, I talked about it on the podcast a little bit, but MOQs are a minimum order quantity per SKU. For example, this is a SKU, this is a SKU, this is a SKU. Like every item that you come out with in your brand is a SKU. A lot of brands have a minimum order quantity per SKU. So for example, let's just say I created these all individually, it's 10 shades, and the MOQ at the lab is 20,000 per shade. I would have to come out with 20 times 10, so that's 200,000 units. And the amount of capital that it takes for that is just, it's very hard when it comes to a smaller indie brand. The capital is really, really intense, and it's just like, okay, coming out 200,000 SKUs. Whereas if you create one palette, you can create 20,000 of them because that is one SKU in itself.
I for sure want to know how you guys feel about this whole thing in the comments down below, because, you know, Manny is over here saying that it's just really expensive to do singular shades and that this was what he could do and he was trying his best. I feel like I used to never make videos about Manny, and then recently we've been talking about Manny quite a bit, with him being friends with James Charles and people being really upset at him for, you know, forgiving James. Yet he's like talking bad about the McBroom, saying that they're bad people, doesn't want to associate with them, but people are like, but you're willing to associate with people like James who are equally as bad. And oh my goodness, you guys, there has just been so much Manny stuff recently. But I definitely want to know what you guys think about this and everything else we talked about today. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye guys.